For number 10, MILK is an isosceles trapezoid, and XY is the midsegment. Find the following information. So first of all, to find the midsegment, I would take 6 plus 18x minus 10. So let's go and write that out. So 18x minus 10 plus 6. You divide that by 2 to equal the midsegment, which is xy, 7x plus 2. So I combine like terms. Negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4. Okay, now I can divide both of these by 2 evenly. So I would get 9x minus 2 equals 7x plus 2. So here, if I subtract 7 from 9, I get 2x. If I add 2 to 2, I get 4. Divide by 2, x is 2. So I know that x is 2, and if x is 2, I plug that back into x, so 7 times 2 plus 2. So 14 plus 2 is 16. And then the other thing we have to do is find y in the measure of angle MIL. Okay, so that's actually kind of easy, the MIL. The trapezoid angles, the bottom ones are the same. So these are both 51. So to get y, I would take 3y plus 21 and set that equal to this angle, 51. So I subtract 21, we get 30. 30 divided by 3 is 10. Now, for angle MIL, I have to take 180 minus the 51, and that gives me actually both of these angles here. So 180 minus 51 is 129. Okay, number 11. We have a couple circles here for 11 and 12. So for number 11, we just need to find the missing arc measurements. So first of all, if you have this inscribed angle, you double 47 to get the arc measure DA. So 47 doubled is 94 degrees. Now, this AE is a diameter, so that means that this side has to equal 180. So I would do 180 minus 94, and that gives me 86. I also would do 180 minus 92, and that gives me this piece here, which is 88. So it asks us, what is the measure of BAD? BAD would be 92 plus 94. So that would be 186 degrees. BE would be 88. And BAE, so all the way around, we know that this part is 180. So 180 minus the 92 would give me 272. Okay, and number 12, all of these angles here are going to be central angles. So if this central angle is 64, arc MN is also 64. Okay, KJ would also be 29. Now, we are given two diameters in our directions, MK and LN. So I know that this half is 180 and this half is 180. So I would take 180 minus 64, and that would give me 116. Then on this, like if you look at MK, Okay. This part here has to add 1 to 180. So I would add the 64 and 29. That gives me 93. So I take 180 minus 93. That gives me that NJ is 87 degrees. Now I can fill, oh, one more. So here arc MN, this 64 here is vertical angles to this one. So that means that this is also 64. Okay, also if you didn't know that they were vertical angles, you could do the same thing. You could take 87 plus 29 and then subtract that from 180 to get that missing piece of the arc. So LK, arc LK is 64. Arc MJ, so I have to go M to J this way because I need something that is less than 180 because this is a minor arc. So I would add 64 and 87, and that would give me 151. For letter C, I'm looking at MNK. So MNK is half of my circle. This means that this is a semicircle at 180 degrees. And then lastly, we have NLK. So it looks like we had to go N to L and then to K. So that would be 180 plus 64. So that is 244 degrees.